are in the middle. Another serve for Dowler and a good start for Maryland on this Wednesday night. Parker goes change up. What a dig by Dowler from behind the service line. And Rollins pounds it home for Penn State.
They're going to have their targets in mind and both try to force one another as far off the net as possible. And we'll see who's good out of system.
How about that block for Maryland? Interesting name for a libero, Go Million. You know, she's going for broke more often than not on some of those digs. Cross court, but wide for Paula Nechaporica. There she is. Alon Go Million from Bowie, Maryland, and that serve eats up Adana Rollins. Penn State out of system, and Go Million with the dig. Dowler with the touch in the middle, and it was Hannah Thompson who got it over, and Maryland is playing very well right now, up 6-2 in the first. Blossom with the serve to Go Million. Dowler sets Thompson. Rollins up the box, and Sire the outside with the dig in the back row, and on the attack she taps it over. That's a pretty big swing for Kudryashova coming off the bench.
A heavy arm. I mean, tons of experience. I mean, this is a player that can get after it. She knows.
So here's Jenna Hampton. Penn State not ready to give up this first set by any means. Sire. That was off a block. Penn State in trouble. Hampton has to get it over, and inside the pin she does. Sire, changeup. Punched over by Blossom of Penn State. A tapper by Jones, and Hampton with a dig. Off a thunderous block. Rollins got it over, but in the wrong direction. Here's the senior captain serving. Jones is blocked by Holland.
That's what she's really good at.
And that does it. On the service error, Maryland.
Coach Hughes about her and how she earned her start last season and just how hard she worked to get there.
Dig by Dowler, but she couldn't handle the hot sauce from Anastasia Kudryashova.
Block at Penn State. No getting around it.
That's the underrated aspect of Adana Rollins' game, defense like that. Dowler with the set inside 10 feet. Ricks has got a hammer, but it was done by Penn State. Ricks and Jones teamed up on the block, and Maryland ties it at 3. Head coach of the Maryland women's basketball team, a Sweet 16 appearance back in the spring. Some power brokers in the house tonight for Maryland Athletics, watching this really entertaining Terps team try and topple Penn State. 6-5 Maryland, second set over to Sire. She palms it over. And a dig by Nechaporica in the back row. Over to Sire, off the block. Kudryashova long, that's a point for Maryland.
Definitely going hard in that cross court right now.
Holland serves now. Caitlin Horde. That's long, and a point for Penn State. This has been a back and forth second set, but for the match, Penn State has not gone on a run. Dug by Nechaporica, and a whistle blows the play dead, a point for Penn State.
This is a nice dig, and that one just got away from her sometimes.
And she was not penciled in as a starter when the season began. Again, this is her first year in the program. Erin Morrissey tore her ACL early in the season, and Nechaporica was slotted in, and she has been brilliant for Maryland.
For Maryland, and just moving the ball around and being smart in transition.
Ricks, was that off a block? No, a point for Penn State. Penn State does not want to drop down 0-2. Maryland would really have Penn State on the ropes if they can win this second set. Great dig.
Yeah, you say that, Chris, and crazier things have happened.
No question.
Crazier things.
No question. Off the block. Rollins tried that soft maneuver over the net. Maryland was ready for it that time. Holland, that ball was set very low. Rollins with a dig. too long. Point Maryland.
It was not quite over.
Great serve. Blossom keeps it alive. Great dig by Kudryashova on serve receive. That time Dowler got the quick ball over. She tries it again. Point Maryland. I try again.
Well, as a setter, I respect this. I mean, a great dig by Jenna. And Hord's right hand. Really good job getting together.
Rollins is there for Penn State. Hord pushes it to the back row. Dig Rollins. Kind of a sky hook by Hord in the middle there. And she's there on the block. Gomillion keeps that alive. A furious rally here. Dug on the line by Gomillion. Cross court, Hampton with the dig. This has been one of the best sets we've seen all season in the Big Ten. Blocked down on Penn State's side. A kill for Sam Sire. And Sydney Dowler with the serve for the Terps. A good one. Just got over the net. Parker blocked. Maryland up 2-0. To Freeze and everyone else inside the Xfinity Center on their feet. Maryland, one of the best blocking teams in the Big Ten, fitting that the block gives Maryland the winning point in set number 2.
One-on-one opportunity for Kudryashova to block, but a nice swing.
Holland right down Main Street, 8-6 Penn State.
And that's something that Coach Hughes talked about, that she's driving no matter what, whether she gets set or not, and it's been huge for them this year.
Parker with the point off the block. Wow, that ball was ricocheted to the rafters off the block, and it's a point for Penn State off the touch.
They certainly have shown that they can play with the top teams.
On the way up, there are some who say that Minnesota is a really, really good team with Final Four aspirations as well, along with Penn State.
There's a lot of really good teams in this conference. You talk about Purdue, I mean, they are really good. Purdue is a solid team. There's a lot of teams that could beat each other at any given night.
Point Parker.
It's a huge thing. They need Johnny Parker to come on and play how she normally does play.
Kaylee Thomas serves. Blossom in a joust at the net. Dug in the back by Kirshen. Rollins lets it fly. And Penn State the first to 15. Good offense for Penn State in the third set on the volleyball court tonight as they look to get on the board against this upstart Maryland team that has taken the first 2 sets. Holland with the answer out of the timeout. Adana Rollins. Kudryashova off the block. Thomas keeps it alive. Dowler to the back, and there's Rollins. Quick ball to Holland.
Started with the hustle on the Maryland side, but man, this transition game by Penn State right now out of the middle.
This is Quinn Menger on for the first time in the match. Thompson is blocked by Hord and Kudryashova.
Good and smart with what she's doing.
Raynell Jones. Kudryashova. Sire blocked. And a point for Maryland. She played her freshman year of high school volleyball at Santa Fe Christian. That's where Lexi Sun played high school volleyball. The Nebraska great. Sire blocked, and this time Penn State's effort at the net pays off. Dowler to Rollins. Hord down at the feet of Gomillion. Point Penn State. Sire picks out Hampton. Blossom picks out Horde. Chaporica, that was flailed at by Kirshen. Great job to keep it alive for Penn State. Bad pass and too many hits. A point for Penn State. Penn State 3 points away from sending us to the fourth. Ricks. You just don't play like it. Parker with a furious swing. It comes back on Penn State's side. And Rollins is stuffed. Ricks and Thompson. Milan Gomillion. Rollins tools the block. Gomillion keeps it up. Here's Nechaporica. She's stuffed.
They know that ball's not going to be flung back that far to Ricks. Does a nice job blocking the ball on the left.
Brought back by Dowler and a point for Maryland. Serving as the liaison between the chair official and the Penn State coaching staff. Here's Kaylee Thomas with the serve. Tugged by Gomillion. A lot of spin on the ball. Sire, point Maryland, and the Terps are down. Parker with a crafty move. Thomas came in out of the screen. Rollins whacks at it. Over to Nechaporica. Tight ball by Dowler. Dug by Thomas. Blocked and booted. Point Penn State. Be looking at a double-double. Rollins trying to end the third for Penn State. Set point. Parker, what a dig by Thomas. 24-22. Holland ends the set for Penn State. Bringing the emoji game, too. Straight fire. Set point. How did Maryland get that over? Blossom to Horde. And a point for Penn State.
15 digs and 41 assists.
Ho-hum. Kudryashova.
Around, get the ball to the middles, who have been so effective for both teams tonight.
Great dig by Gomillion on the swing from Parker. Pushed over by Sire. Hampton passes Parker.
Hit the antenna on the way out.
So we're tied at 3 in the fourth set. Horde just was dangling from the sky there. Hampton serves. Jones right back at you. Point still alive, however. Holland, after a tie-up, it's a point for Penn State. Hampton serves. Intercepted by Sire. Nechaporica. Rollins races in and gets that across. And a dig by Rollins, batted up by Blossom and pushed over by Kirshen. And Kaylee Thomas serves. Parker down for the Penn State point. Trying to see Maryland knock off its second top 25 opponent in a week. The set to Sire. Kudryashova blocked but out of bounds. It's a point for Penn State.
That's where they can score in between the block.
Finnerty with the serve. Kudryashova with a big swing and off the touch. Gabby Blossom. Slapped across by Jones and a point for Maryland.
Job by Jones, adjusting.
Bolinovic adjusts to that serve. She got some time at the right side in high school, really wanted to play at the right side in college as well, and has played both middle and right side for Adam Hughes, and they've really appreciated that versatility. Penn State showing the mark of a veteran team. They dropped the first 2 sets and are ahead in the 4th, trying to force a 5th, but Maryland narrows the deficit to 2.
Hanging tough, they're playing well, playing good volleyball, so I think this is going to come down to it, come down to the wire.
Great dig by Rollins. Gomillion kept that alive. That wasn't a pancake, that was a crepe.
But Parker getting enough sauce on that ball to score.
Blocked. Nechaporica with the swing, she gets another. Took something off it, and Holland just had too much length. Russ Rose promised us she was playing at a higher level, and that has been on display. Ricks blocked, and a point for Maryland. Thomas with that flat-footed serve. Blossom backs up and sets the back row. Parker with the point for Penn State. With a win over Wisconsin on Friday, and are now looking to continue this work week with a win over Penn State. The Xfinity Center is starting to become a place no one wants to play, unless you're Maryland, of course. Penn State by 1 in the 4th, looking to force a 5th. And we're tied at 15 after Sire got that one to go.
Went out to the outside, really smart play by Maryland.
What a dig by Hampton. She goes full barrel roll there. Knocked over by Rollins. Can Maryland capitalize with Penn State out of system? The block recovers for Penn State. Backed up by Nechaporica, but not even Thomas can save it. Now to Finnerty with the jump serve. Just barely across. Sire, one knee saved by Parker. Kudryashova's had the big swing for Penn State all night long, and she gives the Nittany Lions the lead. Holland and Horde, they've been masterful up front. Holland's got 8 blocks for Penn State. Pushed up by Blossom, but into the net. Can Hampton get it over? What a play. Off the block and down, a kill for Kudryashova. Penn State up 3. And Gabby Blossom serving from inside a packed house filled with red at the Xfinity Center. Parker wins the point for Penn State. Thomas couldn't get there. Great serve. Kudryashova from behind the 10-foot line. And then she teams up on the block. Jones, skyball from Hampton. A runner, Parker. Horde is blocked, she's there on the rebound. What a swing by Parker, and Hampton knocked it over. Ricks too long, and Penn State wins a fantastic point.
There were so many good touches and plays during this rally. This huge cover on that swing was key for Penn State.
Think about what a huge point that was. If Maryland wins it, it's 20-18. Instead, it's 21-17, and Penn State serving. Here's Kirshen, the freshman. Gomillion, bump pass, Sire, turned away. And Penn State is creeping closer. Penn State averaging over 3.3 blocks per set coming in. Maryland at 3.2. Those are 2 of the top 3 blocks per set numbers in the country coming into tonight. Kirshen again to serve. And that is an ace. And with Kirshen behind the line, Penn State looks to send us to a 5th formally. Maryland says not quite yet.
And they're just, having a conversation about what the team needs to do and thinking about right now inside out and then moving forward and the adjustments they can make into that fifth.
And we're going to the fifth. Shortened season, but it was an area in which Adam Hughes really thought his team was ready to take the next step and win some of these five-setters here in the fall. But the block for Penn State, Sydney Dowler. Deep serve. Kudryashova goes high hands. They set Jones in the middle. Rollins flicks it up. Blossom gets it across. Ricks. Penn State gets the point alive on the swing or the bump by Kudryashova. Penn State has pulled rabbits out of hats like that all night. Overpass. Ricks. Dowler. Jones. Down the line. No touch.
Just grabbing for everything, keeping the ball alive.
Gomillion with the dig, but the point awarded to Penn State.
Just taking away so much room. There's no room left to swing.
Blossom waits for it and sets Parker. Sire. Jones airs it over. Horn got that one to go.
Still finds a way to hit the floor.
Kirshen has been an X factor behind the serving line for Penn State. Pretty good defensively too, as you see right there. Sire to the back row, and Kirshen keeps it up. Parker blocked. Maryland keeps it alive. Wow, that ball had a lot of English on it. Parker down for a Penn State point. Season average of 3.3 blocks per set. They've got 16 tonight. Kept alive in the back row by Sire. Ricks. Rollins, and another dig by Gomillion. Nechaporica on the dig by Hampton. And a point for Penn State. Through the first set plus, and has got 17 kills to lead Penn State right now. Nechaporica leads her team in kills, and that's her 20th. His team's not built to have two players with 20 kills in a match. Well, they've got one with 20, and Sam Sire's got 18. And a kill for Holland in the middle. The Penn State middles have really asserted themselves tonight. Parker, good serve. Nechaporica tools the block. Parker misfires into the net. It's 8-5. Maryland needs a run. Penn State content to go point for point the rest of the way. Holland makes it 9-5. Kudryashova finds some space. 18 kills for Anastasia Kudryashova. On the serve by Holland. Dowler sets the pin. Sire, and Holland is there behind the 10-foot line. A dig by Gomillion, but a whistle first, and a point for Penn State.
That's what you learn about yourself through all of these matches. How do you respond, and how are you in the end?
I believe there was a net violation, yes, on Penn State. And a point for Maryland. Here's Sydney Dowler. Ricks. He was into the net. And that's in, an ace for Cassie Kirshen. blocked, out of play. Penn State wins in 5.